A lot of you liked it whenever I was reacting to the scariest videos here on TikTok. Here's part two. So let's get right into it. All right, here we are. We're watching some TikToks now. I've already got one that I scrolled onto that was a little bit, funny looking. And so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to scroll to find some. And then if I don't catch really much, then we're going to go to my second resort, which is searching up scary videos. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. Kind of weird. Sorry for the yawn. It's kind of weird. There's a giant face poking out. Could be AI generated. Could be advertising or something. We'll see. What do you guys think it is? So I have audio turned off so that I don't get copyright, but you can read this if possible.
The OP and a few friends started drinking around noon before wandering around. Noticed the dilapidated house next to the OP's home. OP had never seen anyone enter or leave that home, so it was likely vacant. It also had a sign out front with the word condemned written on it, which marked the house as unsafe to live in. However, this did little to stop the OP and his friends from wanting to explore the abandoned building. After looking around a bit, they entered through the collapsing garage and forced open the door leading inside. The whole thing was a complete mess, with trash and scattered items everywhere. But even that didn't prepare the OP and his friends for what they were about to discover. They started the exploration with the basement. It was already off to a strange start. It had a single large table in the middle with a model train set on top. They then continued exploring the rest of the house.
There's no part two. Let's see. They probably don't have a part two. Sometimes they like doing that stuff. Make a video without a part two. Oh, no, we got a part two.
These were specifically either glass bottles or cans of alcohol and soft drinks. Whoever was living in this house clearly had an addiction. Going deeper into the house, OP reached a door separating the kitchen. At this point, OP had become quite comfortable with the idea of exploring this house in its entirety. So he opened the door with confidence, only to see the last thing he expected inside. Swinging door, and when I opened it, I caught a glance of a figure sitting in a chair facing away from me. All I knew is that someone was in the house and we were trespassing. I quickly turned around, walking towards the back door. I told my friends in a whisper, "There is somebody here," and we all ran out. But they were all quite inebriated. So, after calming their nerves a bit, one of the friends managed to convince the others that it was likely some junkie squatter and that they should kick him out, resulting in the group making their way back into the house. However, things did not go as expected. When we made it to the kitchen, Vinny was the first to open the door this time to the living room. The rest of us stood back and just watched him wash the furniture and shelves had a
Is the third part?
the door shut. That's a dead body. We all looked at him in shock, as it was obvious that he was serious. We all trickled into the living room and gathered around the body. His skin.
So they found a dead body by going into an abandoned house that was very destroyed, basically.
Our shirts like respirators. This made Vinny and I sober up really quickly. Complete silence between our group of four while we observed the body. Nobody said a word. The original 4chan thread also included several pictures of this deceased man.
They took pictures of it? Why didn't they call the police immediately?
Where he noted down things like the daily temperature and what he ate and drank that day. A Reddit user later suggested that it was likely a drink. Sadly, it did seem to work. Given the
Oh.
Vinny swung the door shut. 13 at exactly 1:52 p.m. An anonymous post appeared on 4chan's random board with the OP detailing a horrific.
This is the first one? Nah, that's a completely different story. Are they not finishing it? I guess not. We don't even know if the police got called.
He tried to break into her house.
Alright. Video. By the way, video goes to the most Mandy. See it right here. It's apparently a video of somebody catching something weird. So here's scratching and knocking. I'd be terrified. That is let me in. That is creepy. Wait. Alright, pause it right here. I think this is it. Alright. On audio just for this one so you can hear the voice. Alright, here it comes. Listen to this.
A creepy voice demands to be let in while scratching and knocking on the door late at night. Then she gets another.
That is so freaky. That is let me. It's such a scratchy voice too. Is there something in the window? That's just reflection. It looks like something's dancing. Or is that just a mom getting her child? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's getting her child. Or is that something dancing? Oh, it's on the outside opening the window. And now it's gone.
The window window slightly lifts up and luckily the child lock stops it from opening. Then a creepy pale face is seen twisting and trying to look inside. Then on another night, the outdoor cameras capture a shadow on top of the house that seems to form into a creepy figure. So she calls the police to search.
So crazy.
Unfortunately, after searching, they find no signs of anyone around. So just her.
So they didn't see anyone. That's crazy. They didn't see anybody. It looked like there was something on their roof. Crazy stuff. So what she's saying, because I have audio cut out, is that she says she's hearing weird things coming from her attic, and she's about to poke her head in, or whatever it is. I wouldn't.
Look. I'm not gonna look. I'm scared. I've lived here my whole life, and I've never seen this space before. I don't like how. So, alright.
There's cracking sounds. I swear it seems like one of those jump scare videos. I literally see nothing. If you guys see anything, comment down below. It's just cracking noises. A lot of bottles, looking bottles, and my lights. It's just cracking noises. It might just be her though. Alright, that video brought up a good point. If you guys have had any paranormal experience, any creepy experiences, anything like that, comment it down below. I would love to hear your guys' stories.
It was around 5 a.m. when the whole family was asleep except for their housekeeper, Len, when all of a sudden Len hears something chilling. And after telling the family what happened later on, they decided to review the CCTV footage when they see this.
Alright, so since I reacted to one of these, if you guys haven't read it, apparently there's just some lady that's up at night when her family's asleep and then she like hears something. Didn't mean to like it. So it said her name. It sounded like it might have been like her mom or something. I'll scroll it back a little bit so you guys can hear it. Let's turn on audio for this. Alright, and tell me what you guys think. Then she goes out because somebody called her name. Alright, I don't know what's going on after this, so I'm turning audio back off. Alright. Same day, a little bit later, she's asleep, I think. Says it again. In her room this time, I think. It's wild.
Is that their bedroom is also on the second floor, where it sounded like the voice came from. However, the housekeeper heard it coming from downstairs on the first floor by the kitchen, as shown on the kitchen CCTV.
So what they're saying, it sounded like the lady's mom. So it might be a mimic, is what they're saying. And then it happened again at 2 a.m. and see how they've like the parents moved around. That's crazy. Anyways, shout out to Depths of Despair YT. That's his video. Go check it out if you want.
I'm about to attempt the scariest nighttime urban legends that are said to curse you. I want to know if these are real, so let's put them to the test. Also, don't try these if you're like superstitious. Don't believe to summon evil spirits towards you, such as demons or skinwalkers. Let's see if we can attract something evil.
Alright, so this is a video from _ spooky nights _ saying like urban legends you shouldn't do them. Just kidding. But he's like testing them out and it works. Let's see if he gets anything scary. But this one he's whistling at night, seeing if anything's coming.
Don't cut your hair at night.
I've never heard of that one.
Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I cut off a little bit of my hair. Don't answer unexplained knocks. I don't really know I'm gonna do this one. It's not like I'm expecting for someone to randomly knock on my door.
He staged someone knocking his door. That's funny. So don't walk past the graveyard.
The original plan was just to walk by the cemetery.
Don't walk by a graveyard or a cemetery at night. So literally nothing's really happening. So basically he hasn't really caught anything. He's just making funny editing. So Scary Tins videos. I caught ghost in my home after using the Ouija board.
According to William, there have been strange happenings in his house, and he wanted to find out who or what was responsible for these odd occurrences. Fortunately, it was through the Ouija board that he found out the name of the ghost. It calls itself James and claims to be
So James came through on the Ouija board for the ghost name.
Sees his chair rocking back and forth and thinks that it might be James who's sitting on it.
Cool. He's asking this ghost to rock his rocking chair. Goes watching intensely. I didn't see nothing happen. So this is a month later right now. Oh, the blinds are moving. I've seen this video. I feel like it was on the last one. If you didn't watch my scariest reacting to scariest TikTok videos, pretty much part 1, you can see it on my channel. Is this the same video? I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. I think so. I think blinds. Yeah, I think. Alright, so this is a video from Depth of Despair 7 saying something was hiding in the ceiling. Let's react to this video. Alright, so like you said, strange noises. Searching it. Oh, it's a loud, loud, loud bang. He opens it and walks in. This has to be a jump scare. They're still banging up there. Just embracing for impact here. There's going to be a jump scare. So what was that? Was that wind? He hears more outside in his barn. Something apparently moved right there. He's chasing it? Bro, why? Why even chase it? Go sleep at the neighbors. The next night? Bro, we already know it's in the rafters. Jump scare. Bro, it's just a man in a black suit. Bro, so staged.
But as the light shines on their face, no details can be made out. But escaped the property. So how did he get on the ceiling?
So this guy, less giant, he's outside checking on his chickens because apparently he heard noises. But now he's hearing somebody shout like his name. Oh, I heard somebody. It sounded so animated. It sounded like it probably came from a show. But let's see what you guys hear. Do you guys think this is real? That's the other voice. That's the other voice. It is like so calm.
Yo, I just walked off the porch and
And
I
that's
came out
his
here to check
voice.
on the chickens.
That's his voice, and the voice that was talking was like saying some things. Sounded like something you would hear from like a movie. Check it out, his story, and see how it is. My sister promised she'd haunt me in the most annoying ways if she ever passed. And the microwave is beeping. Broomin' and Bloomin'. That's the channel, TikTok. But yeah, it's the microwave's beeping. The dishwasher too. So it's the dishwasher and microwave. Might be typing something to her. 7777. Alright, so this lady, she's not telling a story. She's showing that her house is haunted. And she apparently bought a REM pod. Tiger King official, this is who it is. This is the TikTok. So if you guys want to follow her story as well, that's where you can go. So she bought a bunch of stuff. Cool. Cool. Tempting EMF pod and dowsing rods all at once in her haunted house. She saw an orb. Just watch her hand movement, see if she changes it. It looks like her body weight shifting a little bit. Might be affecting that. No way there was a smoke detector beep in the back. There's another orb that just went across. Oh, another one. Like exact same spot. She's asking for the REM pod to go off. Why did that go in Russian? So the REM pod's not going off. She's making it go off with her hand on purpose. And now it's going off. Probably had to show the ghost. It's always interesting. What makes them randomly go off like that? Not bad. Not bad. It didn't go off. The REM pod only went off after she tried touching it. And it looked like she was moving her hands a little bit, but it's alright. It's this lady again. Creepiest rooms in her house. Let's see. Already going off. And it went off again after she just reset it. Sounds like there's walking around, like upstairs. Oh, she's like weird, like orbs flying. Like the stories. He's gonna go find the monster. Go check the monster. By the way, the Scaredos. Shout out to them. I think it's their video. The Scaredos. The monster's blue.
Now, obviously, it's spooky enough for your child to be playing hide and seek.
What is it?
Invisible monster friend. But when Jennifer uploads the video to TikTok,
Was it the whale? I think I heard a whale. But they're like, yeah. Here, I'll let you hear it. He plays it like 3 times. Turn on audio for this.
Oh God, no.
So this is apparently the sound from the playback.
Jennifer and little Caleb are all
Interesting, huh? And yeah, it's a Nuke's top video, just so you all know. And oh, alright, that.
what sounds like a male voice can be heard. To me, it sounds like it could be saying, "This is my place," or "This is my house." But every viewer who watches the video seems to hear
TikTok. Oh, Vixie MCMXCII. That's probably the TikTok. Check it out. See if she says anything. Let me know in the comments. Police witness paranormal activity. Might be interesting. There's gunshots. Jake Ghost Hunter. I've seen that guy a couple times. So the cops showed up after they heard those gunshots.
Well, we're here filming, and it sounded like it had been like in this like 7 shots. I went to him where he was up in the gymnasium, and we just heard like rattling on the door, and we were like, gunshots were all here. The rattling on the door and the footsteps were in the gymnasium, which is right over here.
So they're checking the building now to see what's going on. So the police are investigating, and then apparently something's happening. So apparently the ghosts, so apparently oh, well, I'm loading for some odd reason. But the police saw something weird move, and they were like, it's not a human. Shout out to Jake the Ghost Hunter. I've seen some of his videos. Creepy nun found in abandoned chapel. Exploring with Danny apparently is where it's from. This is Slapped Ham's reaction video.
Cautiously, he enters the room and begins looking around. He approaches a World War II memorial plaque on one of the walls that contains the names of several soldiers that died in the war. Curiously, one of those that perished was actually named Burnt Death. Suddenly, Danny hears another noise and turns in the direction it came from.
Yo, she's a nun.
He lets out a loud scream and immediately runs from the chapel.
I doubt that was there before.
Still clearly distraught, he turns to focus his camera on the outside of the building. If you look closely,
It was right there. Or I guess there's something right there. I thought I saw the nun in there again. It moves away. That's what I was talking about. Where is it? Right here. Right. Could have had someone dress up like that, but it's close to genuine. I was getting gas and this happened. Dustin Lee Frazier. This is his video. Go check it out. A lot of these. He's just talking. He's going right here. See if we can find anything along here. Let's see. Skipping ahead a little bit because there's not anything.
Hello?
Wait. I know people love editing and stuff, but I heard that. Let's see if you guys can. So see if you can hear his voice compared to the other one. It said over here.
Hello?
There's some weird voices.
Okay. So
See his reaction to this. He's hearing knocks on his floor, hearing like footsteps. This is a hotel. He checks the women's bathroom. Bro, what? So this is old footage. He used to play with an Ouija board. Probably why he thinks he's haunted. Oh, look, there's a white orb.
And so I need to find my Ouija board because I lost it. I have no idea what it is. I thought about either trying to find that one and trying to reach out.
Thinking about trying to reach out through the Ouija board again. Smart idea. If you enjoyed this creepiest videos TikTok part 2, you might enjoy part 1, or heck, even one of my other videos, which you can find either on my channel down below, comment, and check out my other videos either down here on my channel or up here. See you guys in the next video.